Hey coaches, this is Nicole, and I want to kind of walk you through some steps to explain some things about team cycle bonuses, volume, how to build emerald, diamond, and how all that comes into play. So the reason I asked you earlier whether you feel like you are a better retailer or a better recruiter, so retailer would be selling the products, recruiter would be adding coaches, is because you can build two different ways based on which one you are. And the more I've learned, the more I've seen that this will pay off in team cycle bonuses, so in money. So, and you also need to think, are you building for rank or are you building for volume? Building for rank is you're going to rank advance 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond once you start building diamonds underneath you, and rank for advance for the rank recognition and some of the bonuses that go along with that. Or do you want to build to maximize your team cycle bonuses to make sure that you're getting as much money as can be paid out now? And if you build that way too, you can also you will build to rank, but you'll probably build to rank slower. So you just kind of have to think about that. You gotta look at it that way too. So retailer versus recruiter and how we're going to build, and then understanding how the team cycle bonuses and placement work. So let's start with team cycle bonuses. So once you hit emerald, you have a strong leg and a weak leg. So once you have emerald, you have two coaches underneath you. You have one on your strong leg, one on your weak leg. Every time you get volume on each side, 2 on your strong and 1 on 100 point volume on your weak, you get a cycle bonus. So say I have 1,000 on my strong and 500 on my weak. 1,000 divided by 200 is 5. 500 divided by 100 is 5. So that's 5 cycle bonus payouts, okay? So if you're emerald, that would be $70. And if you're diamond, that would be $90. Okay, so that's paying out every week that those volume points are cycling. And volume points come from the sales, so the coaches underneath you buying stuff, and the sales that they are putting out. So that volume helps you. Okay, I want you to go to your Coach Online office so you can kind of look through this as we do it. So go to Coach, go to Coach Online office. At the top on the tabs, click My Business, then My Downline, and then Genealogy, My Genealogy. So you want to look at your genealogy because you want to know if you're on the right leg or the left leg, and so know what your strong leg is and what your weak leg is, okay? So I'm going to kind of draw this out to show you how those legs work, and then we'll talk about placement, okay? So say this is me, and this is my upline coach up here. So this is my upline, and she added me to her right leg. Now my right is my strong. So whatever side I have been added to from my coach is my strong leg, okay? This over here is my inside weak leg, okay? So this is my weak leg, okay? So why this is my strong leg is because, so say my sponsoring coach, when she adds new coaches, say she's building this side, every time she adds somebody down here, these people contribute on my right leg for volume points. They don't do anything for me as far as commissions, but when it comes to cycle bonuses, this volume affects me. So she is helping me with volume on this side, okay? So that is, you need to know what your strong side and your weak side are. So you need to know what leg you're on of your sponsoring coach, okay? And if your sponsoring coach is building and going, this strong leg volume will be built for you a lot. You need to worry about building the weak leg volume up enough in order to get those cycle bonuses, okay? So let's talk option 1. If you think that you are a stronger retailer, or if you feel like you're stronger at both retail and recruitment, I would suggest, and all the videos I've looked at, all the people stuff I've looked at, putting your spouse, and if your spouse is not signed up and you are already emerald, you need to get your spouse signed up, okay? Because you can double dip on the cycle bonuses and the commissions. If you are not quite emerald, say you have one coach on one side, you need to go ahead and sign your spouse up on the other side, depending on how you want to build. So once you get one coach, get your spouse signed up so that you become emerald, okay? I signed my spouse up the day after I signed up. So if you're a strong retailer or you feel like you're strong at both, you would My suggestion, and everything I've looked at, would be to put your spouse over here on your weak leg. Because if my upline coach, so say she's put a coach down here, and say this coach, who's not my personally sponsored coach, but she's a coach, is selling a lot and she's building a team and all this is happening. Look at how much my volume can get over here from people she's adding underneath me, okay? So what if my volume over here gets up to like 2,000 and I have nothing over here, okay? So what I've started doing, because I've learned that I have thousands of point volume over here, and what I'm doing now is every time I make a purchase on Beachbody that is not my Shakeology Home Direct on my account, it goes through my husband's account. So when I buy, like when the sale happened and I buy all that stuff, I buy it through my husband's account because that volume benefits me. If I were to buy it, all this volume benefits my upline. But if I buy it on him, it benefits me and my upline. Okay? So if I buy packets to sell for sample packets or sample packets to give out, I buy it on my husband's account because now I'm making that volume. So say I buy Shakeology for $100 and that gives me a cycle bonus, then I made 14 of it back. Does that make sense? Okay, so I do all my purchases through him. Also, what I've learned to start doing is once I hit Success Club, so once I hit my Success Club points for the month, you can decide whether you're going for SC5 or SC10. SC10, Success Club 10 is what you need for the free Success Club leads. So that's something to discuss with your upline and to really think about. But once I hit my SC goal for the month, so say that is SC10, I put all my other orders through my spouse. Because, so say I sell 2 more challenge packs through here, I still make the commission because this account is linked to my bank account that I have set up for Beachbody. So I still make the commissions, which is my, say it's a challenge pack, 35%. Now, what if that challenge pack was T25? So I just got, 150 point volume or 105 point volume. So now I've added 200 point volume from those 2 challenge packs. Let's just guesstimate numbers. Here, that's 2 more cycle bonuses if this is my weak leg. So now I made $36 more off of putting those challenge packs through here, okay? Another thing that I have started doing is now that I've built pretty strong and given myself a good cushion for Diamond, is I have started to work him up to try to get him to Diamond. So I'm starting to put a lot of my discount coaches and stuff under here. And then that way I'm helping this volume catch up to this side that keeps growing and keeps building from me and my upline. So this is like going. I need help on my weak leg. I'm better at retail. So I know I can get my Success Club points here and then push stuff through here so I can get my volume. Okay? So that's if you're a stronger retailer or you feel like you're strong at both. Because this is still going to benefit you in the long run. If you're strong at both, get your SC10, put the rest of your retail through here, and then start building yourself and your spouse. Okay? If you don't have your spouse signed up and you have other coaches signed up right now, which is okay, but you need to get your spouse signed up right now. Okay? And I know you might feel like, oh, well, that's another investment, and then I have to keep him active and all that. So to be an active coach, you have to be pushing 50-point volume through through your spouse's thing and paying that business fee. So I understand that you might think that, okay, well then that's another investment. Yes, it is, but that $15.95 a month, I make that back in 1 cycle bonus. So if I get 1 order on his account, I've already done the cycle bonus and covered his business fee. Okay? And then when I put an order, so on the Beachbody sale, when I put an order through that account, that gave me my point volume I needed for the month. Anything I order besides Shakeology, a program, E&E, any of the Body Beast supplements, any of the other proteins, any program when size comes out, anything else that you order can go through your spouse's account to help you on your volume. Okay, now if you feel like you're a better recruiter, then, and again, everything that I've really looked at, you can discuss this with your upline, but if you feel like you're really a better recruiter, then you might want to consider putting your spouse over here. Okay? because if you're not feel like you can get SC 5 or 10 and then put more Success Club points through your spouse, then what you're going to want to do is put your spouse over here, because again, your volume's getting built from your upline over here. You can be putting coaches, you can be recruiting coaches on this leg. Okay, and you can be putting your coaches down on this leg, and you can even put coaches underneath coaches and help them get to Emerald. So if you feel like you're a better recruiter and team builder, then you can get your coaches over here, put your coaches on your weak leg and build them to Emerald. Now to get to Diamond, you still have to have 4 personally sponsored coaches on this leg, with one of them being Emerald, which you could get your husband to Emerald really quickly if you're a good recruiter. So you've gotten your coaches over here and you're recruiting and leading them in how to build. And then you've got your husband over here, your spouse over here, and you're building them and building over here. But then you start building this side more to help your weak leg get better. Okay? So this volume is going up through your spouse as well. And you can build his inside leg or whatever you need to do to help him cycle bonus. So if you're a better recruiter and you feel like you can build faster and help the people that you recruit build, then this way might benefit you more. Okay, so Emerald is basic. You have 2 coaches underneath you and you start to make cycle bonuses. Okay, so you have your cycle bonuses, $14 every cycle bonus once you have a coach on each side. Okay, then as these coaches get under here, this is going to build this volume on your team because your team is building, like your upline is building. Okay, and as they're adding people and as their people are adding people, it's benefiting you down here because it's on your leg. You'll see if you go to your graphical genealogy, you'll see a bunch of coaches, you have no idea who they are. It's because your upline has added them or that person has added them. So this side is going to be very strong on volume. This side is going to be your weak leg on volume. So you want to build that up. So this is your Emerald. You have 1 coach on each side. Then your Diamond is going to be 4 coaches on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And this one, 2 of them are Emerald. Okay? So you need to know that these people, even though you're adding them, they're personally sponsored for you, every person you add after helps the person before on that leg. Okay? So you need to help kind of explain that to them. If you're talking to people about getting Emerald, you need to help explain to them signing up their spouse is very, very important, and knowing where to sign up their spouse if they want to do it on their weak leg, so they can push orders, they can push customers to buy challenge packs through there so that their team cycle bonuses come out quicker because you're helping them build on that side. Okay, so think about that. If you have questions, ask your upline. The other thing I want to show you real quick is when you go to your graphical genealogy, you'll see this box in the type right, and it says left volume, right volume, personal volume, and customer volume. So this bottom part is for the 5 weeks. You need to make sure that your PV is at least 50 to be an active coach, okay, for the 5-week period. Your left volume and your right volume, if you'll look at that, and if one side is way high right now, like several hundred, you need to be building on the other side because you're missing out on cycle bonuses, okay? So that'll help you see how your right and lefts, if they're balanced or if they're not balanced, and you'll be able to see how many cycle bonuses you'll get paid out tomorrow by dividing your bigger number by 200 and your smaller number by 100 until you get the smaller leg down to 0, or whichever one zeroes out first. Okay? So biggest takeaways from here are you need to stay active. To be Success Club, you have to have your Home Direct 90-point volume every month to be considered Success Club. So keep your Shakeology Home Direct coming. Okay? If you're working this business and you're out there and you're building and you're a diamond, you've paid for your Shakeology plus some. So don't even worry about that. Keep your Shakeology Home Direct coming, okay? And so you never have to worry about active, and you never have to worry about hitting Success Club, because you're going to hit Success Club. You have your 90-point volume. You're good. What you need to make sure you're checking on is if you go to My Business, My Downline Sponsorship Drill Down, you can see there who your coaches are that are active. And if they're in red, it means they'll become inactive the next week. So if you have discount coaches, make sure you're checking in with them like, hey, how are you liking your Shakeology? Are you drinking every day? Like, how's your results going? So if you have people that are just doing it for the discount for Shakeology, just make sure that they're getting orders or their 50-point volume in order to keep them active underneath you to help you to diamond.